Hi Sewing World, thanks for tuning in today. I'm Kristen and you're watching the Dahlia Society. I just can't seem to get the right cut and make that I like. So I thought, well, why not just try and make a pair of jeans or slash pants? So the ones I've started off making last week were the Peppermint wide leg pants. They caused me a few little dramas. I looked at the sizes and I thought the Peppermint wide leg pattern, there's not a huge range of size. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Peppermint patterns are free patterns. They'll just show you the Peppermint magazines come out every quarter here in Australia, and they do have free patterns. I actually thought that the free patterns were only if you bought the magazine, which is a brilliant magazine, by the way. It talks about sustainability, different makers, different people that sell garments ethically made. And that's not just fashion, that's all sorts of different things like shoes, particularly mainly fashion, but there's a lot of makers on here. So it's a fantastic read. I actually love when these come in the mail. They're a subscription magazine. But the best thing about them is they go on the Peppermint website, look at the Peppermint patterns, download them all for free. So they've probably got about 15 patterns at the moment, I think, on there. Well worth looking into. And if you can get something for free, especially that works well, it's a bonus. So go for it. So the Peppermint wide leg pants, I did look into a little bit. I had a look at a few different blogs and tutorials, and I thought, oh, there's a bit of up and down, iffy kind of sizing, fitting issues with them. So I thought, well, being free pattern, I'll give them a try for my first pair of jeans. I'll pop some pictures up of how my end result came up. Basically, I loved the cut of them. I love the high waist. Comfort-wise, they're not really very comfortable. As I said, they're a rigid denim. So to me, that is pretty much torturous to wear all day. I love the comfort of stretch. You could make them in a thicker, stretchier denim or canvas. I think that's what I do next time, because I really do love the structure and fit of the pattern. The legs were absolutely huge. I graded them down quite a lot. I made the size G. So I think I graded the G at the waist, and then I went down to the F through the legs. So I pretty much hacked them apart and made them my own kind of fit. So I was quite happy. I did a little bit of the stitching around the pockets because I like that 70s vibe trousers. I think it's fantastic. The pockets are brilliant. They're lined. You can line them with any type of fabric you like. I just put like a little bit of a cotton lawn in there. As I say, they're great looking pants, but they're not very comfortable, being a structured denim and a very high waist. A lot of people will disagree with me on that and say that they love the actual rigid denim in a high waist, but I think I could do those in a stretchier denim and get a lot more comfortable fit. But they're more of a going out sort of a jean, probably not a wear at home jean. So. Another thing I made from the Peppermint magazine was the Harvest top, which I've got here on the mannequin. I love that spliced look. It's like 3 separate pieces. The sleeve I actually had like a kimono sleeve cuff, but because I made it in a cotton sateen, it's more of a structured, stiffer fabric. So with the kimono sleeve, you can tend to get that wing look effect, which I wasn't very happy with. I prefer, if you're going to have the kimono sleeve, for it to be more of a drapier fit. So I actually tucked mine under and sewed them in like a facing. But I'm really happy with the result of the top. I'll show you some pics of me modelling that too. On the pattern, you'll notice the back has got a placket with buttons down the back, but I just thought, look, buttons aren't my favourite thing in the world. It is a really nice looking feature on the garment, but I just omitted the buttons altogether, and it was fine. It went over my head. I just got rid of the placket and kept the middle seam in there as well. So it's kind of pretty nice actually in the cotton sateen. But I think it would be spectacular in a linen or a cotton linen blend for summer, because it's that beautiful boxy type, not almost like a crop, but a little bit longer than a crop. And it's got that really nice thick hem on the bottom because it's a doubled over piece. I'll show you in the pictures for that as well. So that's another free pattern. If you can get hold of a free pattern, why not? I think it's a fantastic thing to keep stored away, particularly if you're sewing on a budget. So getting back to pants, the next ones I wanted to try, because I got my teeth into the freebie pattern, and then I thought I really wanted to sew the Lander pants, and I know everyone that's sewn them has raved about them for years now. They're a really lovely classic high-waisted, either with a button placket front or you can get a zip expansion front. And they just look like they're a really lovely relaxed style jean with the nice wide leg. You can do them in a crop or a full length or a short. And Kelly at True Bias Patterns, I think, has just nailed it with these pants. So thick bottom weight denim it calls for, or thick canvas or twill. So this, although it was denim, it has a little bit of stretch in it. So I thought, considering the issues I had with the Peppermint wide leg pants, I wasn't going to muck around. I thought I'm going to make the biggest pattern on the scale, which was probably the wrong idea now looking in hindsight. But because I didn't want to muck around letting things out, which I had a lot of issues with the Peppermint pants, so I thought, right, I'll go the other way around. But really it was silly because these had a bit of stretch, so they're going to have more give anyway. So I kind of made a bit more work for myself in that way as well. But I thought, look, it's always easy to take things in then let them out. But that's not always the great way to look at it, because it's not just the side seams you're looking at the whole fit of the garment. So you're looking at the darts, you're looking at the waist, you're looking at the button front, and you do affect the whole fit of the garment when you size up and just cut in on the sides. So that's probably not the best way to go about it. Next time I will definitely size down. Looking at my measurements, I wanted them to be loose. I didn't want any really thing tight around my waist, sort of suffocating me. I wanted a nice relaxed pair of jeans. So I went to up to the 16 to 18, but next time I think I'll be making the 14 to 16 just to be sure, because I didn't realize how much ease they would have. And it doesn't call for a stretch, but I made them in a stretch. So that's another thing on in hindsight, I really should have looked into that as well. So definitely the 14 to 16 if I'm doing in a stretch. If I'm doing them in a non-stretch like a cotton or a linen, I will probably size up again, because I think it's just nice to have that little bit of extra room. But I am absolutely thrilled with them. I'll pop some pictures up of me in those as well. They are to die for. They're so comfortable. They don't feel like a jean at all. They just feel like, they just almost feel like you've got a pair of sweatpants on, because they're high-waisted and they hold you in. But they are, with the stretch, they have that comfort value. And I love the fact that you can tuck in a top and show your feature of your button placket. And I use quite big metal buttons on mine. Or if you wanted to do a zip as well, you can do that. But I love that you can put the patch pockets on the back, and you've got the pockets on the front and your button placket. And I made them almost in a 3/4, just a little bit longer than a 3/4. For summer, I'd love to do a shorter pair, more like a proper 3/4 style, in like a cotton linen, or maybe a tencel denim I'm looking at as well. Yeah, I'm in love with them. I just think they're well worth a try. And look, if you've been sewing for a little while and you're more of a beginner to intermediate, just give them a try, because what's the worst that can happen? If you're using some scrap fabric that you've got lying around, give it a whirl, because you never know, you might be really thrilled with them like I am. So that's the Lander Pants by True Bias. And this year, I'm loving the jumpsuit patterns and the overall patterns that are around. Pinafores, but the overall like dungaree style, I love to make a pair of those. The Jenny overalls from Closet Case Patterns, I've seen some beautiful ones of those as well. So I think like overalls and jumpsuits are really going to be the thing to go for summer this year for me. The first fabric I got from Spotlight about a month ago is a really lovely voile. And although there's more winter colors to me in this, I just loved the drape of the fabric. Show you the colors in that. They're really different colors, and also almost like paint strokes. I just love anything different. Like I love florals, but I'm trying to get away from so many florals. And this one, I'm thinking, I had a couple of thoughts for these. I really love the Winslow culottes by Helen's Closet. I made a few pairs of them last year, and I wore them so much because they're cool, comfortable. It's like wearing a skirt, but you've got the ease of the pants there. And I love the hackable back that she's done in the elastic, just on the back and the flat front. So I'm thinking about a pair of those. The other thing I was thinking about, I thought it'd be really nice in a ruffled skirt. So either the indigo Tilly and the Buttons smock style dress, or even a York pinafore with the normal top but in a gathered skirt. I thought could be really great for summer, like spring, summer. So there's a few different ideas there. I'll have to have a think about that one. I've got tencel denim. I've got a nice indigo colour there. Maybe a pair of Lander. I know the Lander pants call for mid-weight, mid to heavy bottom weight, but I have seen people do them in linens and lightweight denims and they look fantastic. So I thought they would look great in a 3/4 length, almost like culotte length, with the wooden buttons would look great, almost like a maritime feel if you have a striped navy and white t-shirt with that. So that's what I'm thinking about for that one. The other one I'm thinking about is the Pietra pants by Closet Case Patterns. It's a new one. It's a really nice flat front 3/4 pant with the elastic back and the zip side, and you can make them in wide leg or more of a fitted leg. So I think they'd be fantastic for spring, summer as well. So that's what I've got in mind for that. I've got a cotton linen blend in a beautiful rust. It's a gorgeous colour. It's one of my favourite colours at the moment. This one I'm thinking about making another pair of pants in the Free Range Slacks by Sew House 7. A really nice, easy looking, comfortable pant. And who doesn't love linen in summertime? But in summertime, it lets you breathe, so it's lovely and cool. Yeah, I'm thinking the Free Range Slacks in that might be a go-to. So I'll see how I go for that. The next thing I've got is, and by the way, all these fabrics are from Spotlight. So the next fabric I've got here is another cotton linen blend, and it is a really gorgeous print. If anyone knows the brand Gorman here in Australia, they have some brilliant geometric prints. They also get artists to come and do their fabrics each season, but their clothes are really expensive. So I kind of love getting inspiration from them and then going and looking around and see if I can find my own Gorman-y looking fabric, as I call it, because it makes a real statement. This one, I really am finding it hard. I was going to make a Kelly shirt by Closet Case Patterns, but then I'm thinking a York pinafore might look really cute in that for spring and summer. So there's a couple of options there, but I'm yet to really figure that out. But I'm loving the colorway with the peach and the mint. This one is a rayon viscose from Spotlight. It was on the clearance rack. I got it for $3 a meter. And I love the peachy colour rust in that with the pineapple print, and it's got flowers, sort of almost like a Hawaiian print. I love the sage green with that rust colour. And I thought, imagine that in a Kelly shirt or in a fringe blouse dress I've got coming up in a future episode. I'm going to show you my fringe dresses that I've made, but that could work really well. So either a fringe top or a Kelly shirt with buttons. Getting back to linens, this is actually not a linen. It feels like a linen. It's called a slub. I think in Spotlight it's called Fancy Slub. It's a cotton blend, but it's got that really nice raw texture, very soft. The teal, I love this teal colour. Sorry, that's just the cat meowing there. We've got 4 cats. We've got 2 rescue cats and 2 Burmese, so the house is, there's cats everywhere, but we love them. This teal colour, I was thinking of making a Pietra, the Cielo top from Closet Case Patterns. There's a dress and you can make it into a top as well. I've seen quite a few people make those. It's a lovely boxy style top with a short cap sleeve, but it has a raglan style sort of shoulder, so it really looks like it could fit quite well. So that's what I'm thinking about for that one, and maybe even the same for the tomato colour or a fringe top as well in that. So many options, things that I want to wear, and I'm trying to sew things that I will wear rather than things I would love to wear in my imaginary world, but I'm thinking I have to really start sewing for my needs. This is one of my favorites. I actually bought some of this for some pocket lining for some jeans, and I really fell in love with it. I thought, oh, I'll have to go back and see if they have any more, and they did, from Spotlight, cotton linen blend again. And I have yet to decide what to do with this. I just love the colorway and the print, the leaf print in that as well. So even a pinafore would look great in that, like a Pippi pinafore from Jennifer Lauren Patterns, because pinafores, or printed pinafores, are really great to wear for summer over plain t-shirts and even over leggings. So that's another option there as well. The last fabric I actually got for lining as well, I was going to make a pinafore for winter and line it with this, but I loved it so much and I thought I really need to go back and get some more of this, because the colorway in it is gorgeous, especially that lime green with that almost like a hand painted dot effect. I just think this screams like a tank top, like maybe the I think it was a Kate top from Tazuti Patterns I made last year. Yeah, there's a couple of by Helen's Closet that she's released as well. A simple, is it the Willow? I have to look at that Willow tank top. Yeah, if you're a lovely floaty skirt with that would look really nice as well. So I hope you've enjoyed my little fabric haul there. I've got so many options, some great wearable fabrics that we just need to really start deciding what to make out of them. Don't forget to look up Peppermint Patterns, as I say, Peppermint magazines, if you're interested in subscribing. They're a brilliant magazine. They're a really interesting read. Fantastic free patterns, so what's not to love about that? People who have inspired me lately on Instagram would definitely be, as far as pants goes, Katie Cortman Art. I think you'll find her on Instagram. She's the pants queen. She has got so many she's crazy for pants, and she actually started the hashtag last year, the fancy pants dance. We all got on there and danced in our pants and hashtagged each other, and it was a really good way of having a bit of fun, and the sewing community really got involved in it. I think she's just fantastic. She actually has got so many cool fabrics that she's designed herself on Spoonflower. So if you go on Spoonflower and you look up Katie Cortman, you'll find all of her fabrics that she's designed herself. So definitely the pants queen and the land of pants queen. But I will definitely be looking into some more pants styles. So don't be scared. I think they're really this sort of thing that you straight away, it's the fitting issue that scares everyone away. But if you can put a little bit of time, invest a little bit of time into getting the right fit, you'll probably never buy pants in a store again, because really I'm amazed that I've made these and that how great they feel. So pants are the way to go. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm Kristen. Don't forget to click and subscribe if you liked this video, and we will see you next week for another review. Great. See you then. Bye.